Is Lamar Jackson done in Baltimore?
Yes.
Probably.
If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm disrespected. I just think if you're Lamar Jackson and what you've given to that organization, what you've done for them, you are the Ravens. For them to support you by signing an aging Des Bryant, aging Deshaun Jackson. Yes, you go out and get Rashad Bateman, but he hasn't been able to be anything. He hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Those signings aren't fair. Those were mid-season, like those were the guys on the market.
No
like,
signings are fair. No signings are fair.
It's the signing of like Sammy Watkins. It's shit like that.
Yeah, but who's out there? You're going to sign T.O.?
That's not my point. My point is at the trade deadline, you had DJ Moore available. You have guys that are potentially available that you
go
can
to
go
get
at.
Roquan Smith.
And even if you miss, at least swing. And I think the Ravens have failed to swing in these couple of years that they've had Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has been everything to that franchise, and he deserves every single bag that's going to come to him. But for them to not invest in who he is as not only a rusher, but as a passer, to not give him that ability says that, A, Greg Roman needs to go and Lamar Jackson stays, or Lamar Jackson goes and Greg Roman stays.
You know what it is?
It's organizational negligence.
It's one of those things, and Harbaugh's been there forever too, and he's been with teams that are so defensively strong, and that's what the Ravens' identity as a franchise is. But you're going to lose your best quarterback of all time because you're so focused on only improving the defense and all this stuff and having an elite defense. Fucking, you know what? When you get a talent like Lamar, you build around him, you change, you're an offensive juggernaut type of team. Yeah. Sure, defenses win championships, but you're going to lose a talent like Lamar because you're so focused on that defense.
I don't even think it's that complicated. I think it's like they can still keep him this offseason. I think you give him a fat bag, you make him one of the highest paid quarterbacks ever, and then you go get Mike Evans, you go get
For sure.
Michael Pittman Jr.
They should. They won't.
But you like to talk about patterns. We haven't seen a pattern that they're willing to do that. That's the problem.
We had one in the past. They traded. They got Anquan Bolden. They've done it in the past.
That Anquan Bolden.
They won a Super Bowl with that.
Okay, but this is how many years ago are we talking? We're talking the last 4 years.
That was against Colin Kaepernick.
I'm talking about 4 years, where it's now a heavy passing NFL.
Well, so in response to that, they had Hollywood Brown, who they invested with a first-round pick in. They invested a first-round pick in Rashad Bateman, and he's gotten hurt. Hollywood Brown was ass, dude. He's like a small receiver
wasn't good at all,
who's just a burner. Doesn't really do much. So that's what I'm saying. Now, understand, like, give Lamar an Alpha X, like somebody who can go up and get it.
I agree with you.
Yes, Lamar could leave, and he would be smart to leave. Go to New York, a team that already has kind of a system set up. But the Ravens, I think they can still salvage the situation by giving them a huge bag and going to get 2 receivers. Get him an X, go up and get it type of guy like DeAndre Hopkins. Keep in mind, he's 31. And then get him a younger like DJ Moore guy who can...
A gadget.
Who's more of a gadget, like a Debo, the way the Niners...
It'd be unreal, but let me ask you. You think Baltimore's going to actually do that? Gut feeling.
No.
Well, I think...
Gut feeling, yes or no?
If they want to keep Lamar, yes.
The blueprint is there for what they should do, but will they do it? It's a whole different thing. Like, I don't think they
If
will.
I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm disrespected. Not only did you win the MVP, you led the league in passing touchdowns. I'm more than a runner. Stop with the rushing. I'm a running back. Stop with this nonsense. He's a capable pocket passer. Give him more of the opportunity. Either fire Greg Roman or Lamar's out. But you got to bring him an X.
Lamar wants to run, bro. If you don't use Lamar's legs, you don't got nothing.
I'm that, but stop going from 80-20, maybe go to 60-40.
I don't know. The Eagles look pretty good this year running with Jalen Hurts.
Bro, how many more RPOs does it feel like Jalen Hurts has than Lamar? Lamar's are designed runs.
Hurts a lot more.
Okay, but if you are Lamar...
Hurts, I think Lamar's at like 8 carries per game. Jalen Hurts at like 11 or 12.
So the answer is yes. The answer is the fact that if you're Lamar Jackson, you should leave Baltimore for what it's been. Lamar, the Ravens have an opportunity to salvage it. I do not think they're going to salvage it.
If I'm Lamar, I want to go to New York, bro. I want to play with Robert Saleh and all those pieces with the Jets.
Out of every single place he could go, you'd want to see Lamar in. If you're Lamar, you're going to New York?
100%. They're the most complete team that is a quarterback away that you can find.
I agree.
Over Miami?
Over Miami, for sure.
Yeah, they have a better makeup, and I think you know what you have with Robert Saleh than Mike McDaniel, who's a good offensive coach, but defense is a huge problem. The Jets haven't figured out on defense. They have arguably a top 5 defensive player right now in Sauce Gardner, the best corner in football, honestly.
Quinnen Williams is a beast on the line.
Quinnen Williams is a dog.
They don't even have an OC.
Their linebackers are great. C.J. Mosley, Quan Alexander.
They don't even know what their identity is on offense.
Well, they're figuring that out.
That's
but they
what
have a
they're
lot of
gonna
talent.
do.
They have Garrett Wilson. They have Elijah Moore. They have a great running back duo. They got Breece Hall. They got...
Bro, the read option with Lamar and Breece Hall.
Don't get me wrong. Lamar in New York would pain me more than anything. But I'm going to Miami before I'm going to New York, and it's not because I'm
he's
biased.
from there.
Well, yeah, and it would be it'd be cool for him to go home.
What about New Orleans?
New Orleans could be cool, especially if
I
Sean
don't
Payton
know.
takes over.
Seattle?
Could see that, and I could see New England. I would love to see him in New England. You get rid of Patricia. I don't know if Patricia would know what to do with the fuck with Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
but you get him a coach because look, Bill Belichick loves Lamar Jackson. We know this. He's talked about it so much before in the past, and Belichick knows how to use gadgets better than any other coach in the league, by far. What he was able to do with Edelman. Edelman was a safety. Like, he used him at safety before he became a good receiver, all this kind of stuff. Chris Hogan was a lacrosse player and came out and was a fucking Pro Bowl receiver. What he could do with Lamar is going to be fucking different. So I would love to see Lamar.
I see the Patriots and the Ravens
England
being the exact same thing. Going to a place where they fail to add upper echelon talent to quarterback play and expect the quarterback play to elevate those
I don't know.
around them.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
Baltimore.
Belichick gave Brady the greatest rosters ever assembled.
How did it work out for
Randy
him?
Moss,
How did it work out?
Welker.
7 Super Bowls.
Back half of his
Six,
career.
only six.
Back half of his career.
That's when he won. That's when he won most of his Super Bowls.
I'm talking, bro, the last like 3 years when he was.
That's
in
when he
New
won
England.
most of his Super Bowls.
He won Super Bowl.
He won his first 3 from 01 to 04, and then he didn't win until the next
How many
decade.
Super Bowls did Brady have in the last 3 years?
In the last 7, he had 3.
I'm talking in the last 3 years in New England.
You could pinpoint like
In
this
New
and that,
England.
bro.
It's a new offense, bro. It's a new NFL. You need talent around your quarterback. Mac Jones ain't doing shit. You invested capital in Mac Jones. Lamar going to New England is the same thing. I would stay in Baltimore. It's the same shit.
Nah,
Give me
you're just
talent.
You're just a Dolphins fan. That's
Yeah,
scary.
I am. I definitely am. Yeah. All right, so final answer. If you're Lamar, you go where?
Jets.
Jets.
You said ATL before.
Yeah, I would like to see him in Atlanta. I think he fits the culture. I think it would be cool to see a guy that's so similar to Michael Vick in play style come and do it again. And they have Kyle Pitts, Drake London. They're building a very
Algiers,
quiet
nice.
foundation there. So I like it. But I think the Jets are just a more sound team right now, and you can play under the fucking lights.
They have a great culture there that they're actually building already too. Like they just want guys that want to be football players. Yeah. Like it don't matter what position you are, you just want to play fucking football. Like that's Lamar's like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But
New York's the lights. You gotta come.
He plays well under those.
Come to
days.
Broadway,
I
man.
get that.
Heisman winner, bro.
Get that. I want to see Lamar out of Baltimore. How about that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where do you think Lamar Jackson's ending up? Is it Miami, ATL? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and if you're looking for any NFL merch, head over to thegameday.shop.